If he's somewhere with an acorn. Ow! Fucker, attack me! You little bastard! Hey, fucker, get off me! Ah! He's attacking me. I'm gonna kill him right now. He's just freaking attacking me. I'm killing him. Let's get here. Shoot the daggum thing! No, stay!
What you're about to see was captured a few days ago. HD footage, broad daylight, no explanation. Deep in the Pacific Northwest, a motion-activated camera recorded something that shouldn't exist.
No, there's a motorcycle. See?
I don't see nothing down there. Can't be the motorcycles, honey. There's another sparkle. You see what I'm
What's
saying?
that? What is that?
Tree.
No. You moved it, right? Right there. See it?
Uh-huh.
Look.
There's nobody there. I can't see.
Look. Isn't it those people?
Can't be.
There's nobody
Not up in
there.
the trees.
There's nobody down there no more.
8 feet tall, bipedal, moving with purpose, not panic. Notice the fluid gait, the weight distribution. This isn't human locomotion. Those shoulders, that stride length, the way it navigates terrain without looking down, that's predator confidence. Camouflage, natural coloration, it blends seamlessly like it belongs here. No costume manufacturer creates this fluidity. No hoaxer moves with this anatomical precision. Frame by frame, the evidence speaks. It never acknowledged the camera. Apex predator behavior. The question isn't what we're seeing, it's what's been watching us all along. This photo taken from Washington Mountains in New Hampshire allegedly shows a young Bigfoot getting water from this stream. The image captures a large two-legged figure bent over while crossing the shallow water. Now, the scale immediately grabs my attention. Compared to the surrounding trees and vegetation, this thing looks pretty big. It's obviously not human, extremely long arms extending nearly to the knees. Oh, yeah, and it's covered in hair. Now, there's no beating around the bush. This obviously matches classic Sasquatch descriptions. I mean, this would be an incredible photo. I don't see any of the typical hoax indicators, you know, unnatural lighting or any type of blurred out images, but it's so hard to say these days. Like, I don't know if this is an elaborate costume or if it's authentic. Let me know how you guys feel about this one. During a standard hunting trip, a man accidentally filmed something completely bewildering. A towering creature silently navigating through the woods. Moving with unsettling quietness and smooth movement that immediately caught the hunter's attention. Nothing that big should be moving that quietly. When this started to circulate online, people were going crazy and they questioned whether what they were seeing was actually real. The creature navigates through with confidence, you know, suggesting familiarity with the environment. And again, back to the silent approach, I mean, most large animals make considerable noise moving through the forest. But this guy right here is gliding. Anyhow, I'm all ears if you have a different opinion. Here's another fresh trail camera photo reportedly capturing Bigfoot. This image comes from none other than Harley Owens, known as Bigfoot Reports and Data on TikTok. And this was taken in the Smoky Mountains. At the beginning of this year, Harley was exploring his research area and ventured into a section he'd never visited before. Harley even mentions that, "I always notice a shift in energy when I'm near this spot, feeling that familiar sense of being watched." Harley activated his back trail camera as he continued deeper into the woods. I mean, look at this area, the thick forest, the steep hills, rugged mountain terrain. This is an ideal hiding place for Bigfoot. As he hiked, he noticed increasing signs of possible Bigfoot presence. broken trees, unusual structures, unnatural arches, even potential nesting sites. The hair on the back of his neck began to stand up, and this is a reaction he's learned not to ignore, he says. Harley's experience as a dedicated researcher does add credibility to this claim. And while I don't necessarily know about the physical evidence so much, but if you combine that with the primal feeling, the feeling he's getting of being watched, I mean, it creates a compelling case. December 22nd, 2024 in Canada. A big old creature gets incredibly close to this camera. Too dang close to tell what we're looking at if you ask me, but I do have an idea. Its movements are odd, and it lets out a deep, unsettling growl. Right off the jump, a small percentage of people think this is a moose or a bear, but the others, yeah, they're going with Bigfoot, or some other unknown entity, maybe a dogman. A popular TikToker analyzed the footage, noting the creature's back looks too narrow for a bear, and the snout too short for a wolf. Some even claim to see intelligent eyes in the first frame. The uploader feels the creature's movements appear strangely human-like rather than typical animal behavior. Again, the close-up footage, I mean, you can't really make out anything discernible. You know what I think? I think it's a boar. A wild boar. Let's take a vote and drop it in the comments. Okay, we have Bigfoot, bear, moose, dogman, boar. I mean, yeah, of course I'd love it to be a Bigfoot or a dogman, but... A security camera on a family's forested property captures unusual movement in the trees during broad daylight. A tall, dark figure emerges, standing upright and partially obscured by branches. Its large frame and posture closely resemble classic Bigfoot descriptions. The figure appears to silently watch its surroundings before slowly retreating into the woods. The brief but chilling sighting left the family both unsettled and deeply curious about what they had witnessed on their own property. What's a little captivating here is the daytime footage and the creature's calm observational behavior rather than panicked flight from human detection, if you will. It's not startled, and best believe if you can see him, he can see you. We've got an intriguing Bigfoot capture here that reportedly comes from Alaska. This one surfaced in 2021 and was supposedly taken by a 10-year-old kid playing behind his family home. According to the story, he noticed a tall, dark, upright figure and had the presence of mind to snap a quick photo before running off. Pretty impressive for a kid that age. However, many people are saying that this looks like a costume. The way the fur hangs, particularly on the arm, it doesn't look entirely natural. Others are complaining about the height as well, saying that this doesn't look as tall as most Bigfoot reports suggest, but I'm not sure I can really tell. But I'd love your take. Here's a viewer submission from Indiana that's got some interesting details. This person was on their daily walk past a huge tree, a tree that they pass every single day, when things got weird. That day, they heard low growls and rustling in the trees and bushes. They spotted a dark shape, a figure lurking in the area. The person reached for their phone, but the second they brought it out to take a photo, the creature immediately sprinted away. Now, the submitter and anyone else that has seen it has said that this proves that Bigfoot knows what a camera is. And that is the best explanation for the lack of clear photos. The next day, during their walk, the man found a tree bent completely out of shape and twisted. No storm had occurred the night before, making natural causes unlikely, and he knew that it wasn't like that when he passed yesterday. He believes that this was Bigfoot's way of sending a warning message about him returning to that area. So tell me, is this a natural occurrence, or do we think that this is Bigfoot sending a message? Now, these are some crazy photos from Reddit. A user posts that creatures have been harassing him for months. He and the people in his neighborhood are referring to them as gnomes, but the OP thinks demon is more fitting. This here is apparently the first picture he's managed to capture of these entities. He describes them as extremely fast and very good at vanishing into thin air when confronted. According to the witness, the harassment began after they caught two of these creatures mating in their garden. Since then, the encounters have escalated significantly. The witness mentions that the creatures simply disappear when confronted. This suggests either supernatural abilities or advanced evasion tactics. Now, what's particularly unsettling is the reported intelligence and apparent grudge-holding behavior. If these guys can remember specific incidents and target individuals, that raises serious questions about their nature. Vanishing abilities don't match typical wildlife behavior. Most animals flee, rather than dematerialize when confronted by humans. This case falls into the more paranormal category than cryptozoology, suggesting possible interdimensional or supernatural phenomena. But as we wait for more information, what's your take on these harassment reports? Supernatural entities, misidentified creatures, BS? You tell me. A submission from East Tennessee has everyone scratching their heads. While walking through a 120-acre public wildlife management area in Tennessee, a couple came across this mysterious structure. It's located next to a small fruit and veggie orchard about 100 yards off the lake. The discovery immediately caught their attention and sparked intense debate online. Commenters are divided on what they're looking at. Some claim it's Bigfoot evidence, possibly a nest for their young based on the construction and location near a food source. Others jokingly suggested Smallfoot as kind of a play on words. One guy even said, "They're vines, bro. They're just vining," dismissing it as natural vegetation growth. I mean, I'll say what's interesting is that this deliberate construction pattern doesn't look entirely random like typical vine growth. I don't know, you tell me. The weaving suggests some level of intention. Whether it's natural vine formation or something more deliberate, this structure definitely needs a little more investigating. A group of campers noticed a strange white flare floating above their heads in one of their photos. At first they thought it was just glare or reflection, but soon began wondering if there was some type of spirit that had joined them. After it was uploaded, some users suggested it was a ghostly presence captured on camera, while others believed it was simply a photography mistake caused by the campfire. Flares often appear when photographing flames, and this figure does seem to resemble the shape of fire. But admittedly, it's weird because the flare appears to have a distinct form rather than the typical streak or blob shape of normal lens flares. I don't know enough about photography to really have an opinion, but this definitely caught the campers off guard when they reviewed their photos. A camper walks through a snowy landscape following mysterious footprints that lead to a lone tree. When he reaches the tree, the footprints split down the middle in different directions. Looking up, he sees a set of eyes watching him from the branches. The eyes are positioned low and far apart, suggesting it might be an animal, possibly an owl perched in the tree. However, what's strange is that the footprints led directly to this exact spot where the creature is now watching from above. The timing seems more than coincidental. Snow provides perfect condition for tracking, showing clear evidence of whatever made those prints. The fact that they end precisely where eyes are now staring down is unsettling. And wouldn't you think that if this was an owl, it would just fly away? You hear footsteps approaching through crunchy snow. Not this thing. It's maintaining eye contact. It welcomes it. One thing I definitely can't figure out is the split footprint pattern at the base of the tree. Maybe it's just a really clever owl, or maybe it's not. Check this one out. Look, I'm not saying it's Tinkerbell. What I'm saying is that... Sure, it could be a flying insect. That's the most logical answer. But... I've never seen one with such a clear, distinctive tail behind it when it's flying. I don't think we can definitively say it's not Tinkerbell or a fairy. Just saying. Actually, now as I'm recording this, I'm going to tell my kids that this is Tinkerbell. Yeah, they'll love that. Go check out this compilation that Everything Sasquatch made. It is hysterical. It looks like he's just getting started, so give these a watch, subscribe, share with a friend, and let me know which one's your favorite down in the comments. I like the park ranger one.
I told y'all, Iran thought shit was sweet. I gave them motherfuckers 24 hours to go say sorry. And for the purple hair freaks that's crying in the comments, them motherfuckers knew they wasn't allowed to build any nukes. I don't know why they even tried. Yeah. Motherfuckers, you see this shit? Who's daddy now, bitch? These edibles ain't Whoa! What's happening?
Shut the fuck up, Mom! I'm playing Minecraft!
I replaced Yeti's hemorrhoid cream with super glue. His ass cheeks are gonna be stuck together for weeks. I can feel it right there. My poop's doing the cha-cha, but my butthole's tighter than a pickle jar. That Bigfoot bastard sealed my ass like Tupperware, so I added some special puke powder to his morning shake. Revenge is a dish best served chunky. Time for my morning gains, baby. Oh, Yeti, you sick bastard.
Fuck that! She told me she was a chick! Shit was bigger than mine! I'm out of here!
I ain't never ran so damn fast in my life. The thing was veinier than a bodybuilder with a pump. I'm talking 8 inches in thick. Just made my OF debut tonight, 3 subs. 2 were bots, 1 was my uncle. I'm deleting this shit. Woke up this morning, uncle left a comment, said run that back this weekend. I'm deleting this shit, for real this time. Today, we try this Jolo chip. I saw people on TikTok scream like they licked Satan's toenail. Let's see if I survive. Got this devil chip right here, smells like Satan's fucking armpit. What the fuck is this? My tongue's on fire. Brew, who made this? I want to throw hands. Ah! Get me milk, ice. Holy shit, my mouth's melting. Who the fuck invented this demon snack? Ah! Hello, emergency. I ate that devil chip. My ass is a volcano. Bring milk, bring ice, bring a priest. Call the fucking ambulance. I'm gonna die from a snack. I can see the fucking light. Tell my mom I love her. Bro, tell my mama I love her. Fuck. I got caught this time in that. This shit ain't no joke, guys. The rumors are real. I tried to run, but the oil, it made me slide back in. My cheeks are sore. This is bullshit. Hardly 8 a.m. and my ball's been stuck to my leg an hour. Every time I look down, it's like a goddamn waterfall. Break's over, Sasquatch. This is bullshit. The heat chases you. I sat down too fast and my ass hydroplaned off the seat, goddamn.
No, sir, this vegetable soup.
Looks like Shrek's swamp.
Special omelette, best in the world. Come try, please do buy. Thanks for superb review. A texture I didn't know existed. Very, very interesting.
What is he doing?
Looks delicious. Definitely gonna try that one.
I call this milkshake the backflip of death. Obviously, we have to give it a go.
It was amazing, I'll be honest. Right, I'm in the mood for something sweet.
Fresh ice cream, the freshest of the freshest.
For tonight, we're getting fucked up. Cooler's not empty and mama didn't raise no bitch. She raised a problem.
Hey, chat. I found this guy in the woods. He is my best friend, and I would die for him.
So Down Z had to, well, you know. Meat is on the menu tonight, chat. You better have washed your hands after pooping. Anyways, we season it with anything that doesn't smell poisonous. He said the secret ingredient is love. And by love, he meant expired Mountain Dew Code Red and Lunchable crumbs.
Did you use your special herbs on that? You know that stuff is too strong for me, Chromie homie.
What do you call a rich Chinese person?
What?
Cha-ching.
We got fucked up last night, but he about to get extra fucked.
Dude, I woke up and I am bricked as fuck. Why the trees got holes in them? Mother Nature out here looking thick.
I accidentally hooked up with Yeti's sister last night. I was so hammered.
Man, fuck, I hope Yeti don't find out. She woke up on some bullshit saying her she loves me. F-U-K that shit!
Why the fuck I'ma pay child support before my Hellcat? They can't repo no damn kids. Officer said I ain't got no license because of child support. Bro, I'm just trying to drive my Hellcat.
Day 3 in this bitch. I'm in this jumpsuit, but I'm trying to escape tonight, bruh. Dead ass. Fuck that child support. I done made it to the impound lot. That Hellcat about to be mine again. They thought they could hold her. They thought wrong.
Man, this place fucking stinks. I feel like my nostrils are gonna melt off if I stay any longer.
Yo, Stinky, would you like one deodorant stick or double it and give it to the next person?
No, don't redeem it, T.
Well, on to the next. Ma'am, do you want these 2 deodorant sticks or double it and give it to the next person?
Ew, no, I like smelling like cow shit and fish.
She smells like pure asshole, bro. Even I wouldn't hit that shit. Sir, would you like... Holy shit, yeah, just take it, man. Yeah, fuck no, they had to be the worst one. I'm not coming back unless you guys like this video and follow F-U-C-K.
Me and Downsy are gonna be trying this booger sugar. It's his first time, so we won't overdo it, will we, Downsy?
Yeah! Holy fucking shit! Downsy finished the whole fucking bag, and he started chasing me for more. He said he likes feeling high instead of down for once.
We out here on Mass Ave, aka Methadone Mile. Not gonna lie, it's nasty out here. Stay in school, kids. Hey, yo, what the fuck? Whoa! What the fuck? Hey boys, it's like 3 in the fucking morning. I still got the headlamp on, got the muha, and I just found the sketchiest ass building out here. Bro, this shit's a whole ass hospital.
Still got the muha. This place is fucked. No fucking way. Some old ass perks. 30-year-old perks. Fuck it. I'm taking like 6 of these bitches. I'm trying to fucking geek. I'm so geeked, had to fight off a ghost because it was trying to chief my muha. I think I can hear my blood moving.
Well, boys, somehow I ended up in Nuketown. Never taking them perks again. Holy shit, motherfuckers, I just found the fucking jackpot. I'm about to do some redneck shit on this bitch. Holy fuck, let's go. I feel like fucking redneck Jesus on this thing right now. I'm geeked as fuck, bro. I just heard La Migra's coming. I'm out of here, baby. They just took Pedro. Chat, I don't want to be next.
Grandma, those cookies look like shit.
You know your fat ass is gonna eat the whole batch, you dumb, ugly little bitch.
And the oil, it made me slide back in.
And how did that make you feel?
My cheeks are still sore.
Where the fuck is my 10 mil? I swear to God I just had it. It's always the 10 mil. This is bullshit. They're watching us. The government takes them. I know it. I'm gonna burn this whole fucking shop down. Hey, Bigfoot. You know why white people don't like playing Uno with Mexicans?
Why?
Because they run off with all the green cards.
What's up, gooners and goonettes? We out here. Border Patrol can't stop the mission. I'm going in.
Gooners, I miscalculated. The white dust ain't worth this. Tell my story.
Gooners, I got it. Bro, this is just powdered milk.
So, that was not powdered milk.
I am the border now.
Guys, I think the dust, it's listening. It's in on it.
Gooners, the white dust let me time travel.
Where the fuck did we just bomb Iran? These park rangers are trying to draft me like I'm a fucking war machine. I don't even qualify for that draft shit.
Catch me if you can, motherfuckers. I've been doing this shit for over 500 years. I'm off-grid and it's staying that way.
Yo, what do you call a Chinese guy with only one leg? Taiwan shoe. I can't breathe, bro. T-A-I-wan shoe.
What do you call a fish with no eyes?
I crack myself up. Why do black people have nightmares?
What the fuck, bro?
Because the last one that had a dream got shot. Hey Yeti, what's the difference between a feminist and a knife?
I don't know, bro.
At least a knife has a point. What do you call 100 black men buried in ground up to their necks?
Here we go.
Afro turf. Why do Mexicans have their soda warm?
I don't know why.
Because they are trying to avoid ice. What do you call 100 black men working in a field? Yeah, here we go. The good old days. What's the least celebrated day in a black family?
Not a clue, brother.
Father's Day. What a day. We're gonna go and beat each other off. Thanks for watching. No Diddy, no Diddy. Take these 5 sausage rolls or double it and pass it on.
Are they fatty?
Duh, they're sausage rolls, not a salad, dumbass.
Pass.
Okay, let's double it, let's go. Take these 10 sausage rolls or double it and pass it on.
Are they vegan?
What, they're sausage rolls, dumbass.
Pass, I'm meat free for life.
Okay, let's double these bangers. Take these 20 sausage rolls or double it and pass it on.
How much protein's in one?
I don't know, man.
Pass, man. I need to know my macros.
Oh, that's 40, I'll have to carry. Sir, take these 40 sausage rolls or double it and pass it on.
My pronouns are ma'am, not sir.
Oh, sorry, sir. I mean, ma'am.
I said ma'am.
Oh, shit. Bit feisty, sir. I'll just double it, I guess.
When someone gets caught stealing, it's called red-handed, even though the hands are black.
Pro tip, put a boner pill in your date's drink. If it looks like she's smuggling a ferret, fucking run.
Are you Harambe's enclosure? Because I'll drop a kid inside you.
You want to know what me and Hot Sauce have in common? We both destroy your asshole.
Why don't Afghans wear jeans? Because a goat can hear a zipper a mile away.
I went to a gender reveal party, everyone else was dressed.
Some of the locals left this drink behind. I think it's called lean, so let's try it.
Holy fuck, that drink made me geeked. I might have to climb a damn skyscraper just to get sober again. I'm tweaking.
Chad, I just caught a fucking shark. I don't even know how the fuck I managed to do that shit. I'm so damn booted.
Chad, I'm cooked. I just made it to the 8th dimension and now I'm about to crash hard. All I see is red. Woo! Chad, I'm being chased by some damn invaders. It might be over. Actually, I got a switch in my backpack, so I'll be good.
Chad, I found some glowing water. Pretty sure it's radioactive because my balls feel different, but hopefully I'll be okay.
Take a look. It's the motherfucking Kraken. I'm so fucked.
Holy shit, I just spawned in the damn air and I don't got a parachute. I guess I had a good run. Dear God, that was the worst trip I've ever had. Don't take lean, kids. That shit's a death wish.
Chat, y'all asked for it. Welcome to our newest biz, Zip and Rip, babe. All right, chat, we just got our first customer. Let's rip it, baby.
Holy shit. Our slogan was, ride or die.
Well, fuck, we didn't expect him to do both. All right, chat, we're done being fucking broke. We drew up a bulletproof heist.
We got our getaway vehicle.
Yeah, some dumbass left the keys in it outside a gay bar.
Bubba, we're gonna be rich as fuck.
First thing I'm buying, though, is a camo jet ski.
What the fuck kind of bank was that? I'm gonna kill Bubba.
I just Googled easiest bank to rob near me.
That was your master fucking plan.
All right, y'all. Comment below, what's a business me and Bubba can start that don't involve taxes or shoes?
Preferably something there that don't get us arrested again.
Found this little guy in the woods, think he's lost and love him already. I'd give my life for him.
Oh, you thought I was gonna eat him? Nah, we're best buds now. Gonna have dinner and a sleepover tonight. So pumped. Showing my new best pal some of my favorite things in the forest. That's my tree house. Built it myself.
What? He blinked twice.
Subscribe to the Everything Squatch YouTube for unlimited zins.
Oh shit! Oh my god! Bram!
911, call 911.
Pure chaos caught on camera in Miami. A speedboat suddenly goes completely out of control, slamming into several docked boats before flipping over. Pure mayhem as witnesses scramble and start screaming for 911. My first guess was some guy that was hammered. But here's what caused this disaster. The adult operator let a young child sit on his lap and steer the boat. Kid absolutely punches the throttle and sends it flying into everything nearby. This kid saw his chance to go fast and he took it. Unfortunately, it could have easily turned deadly. Incredibly, no one was seriously injured despite the violent impact and the boat flipping over. Study Sasquatch team. Kirk, Shane, and Dave analyzing thermal footage of an unknown bipedal heat signature. Here's what's weird. The mystery figure shows zero equipment. No backpack, no clothing details, nothing. But when the researchers are filmed, you see everything. Backpacks, pants, human features, crystal clear.
In this video of Shane and me, you can see that our backpacks are visible, our pants have spots that are visible. Again, you look at the unknown heat signature with this 200% zoom, there's no backpack, doesn't appear to be clothing, no hat.
Zoomed in 200%, this creature has no distinguishing features and moves with this strange lumber. Compare that to hunters caught 2 days later, their gear is easily identifiable on thermal.
Another couple of hunters, the same day as the other two hunters, 2 days before the unknown heat signature, and you can see that they're carrying backpacks, and you can see clothing and hats.
Days before, and even more compelling, the camera caught a hunter using the bathroom. But if you look near the top of the screen, there's another heat signature that they claim is a Sasquatch peeking from behind a tree. Classic Sasquatch behavior, they say.
Here we have a 250% zoom, and the heat signature is going to peek around the tree, and there it looks like two ears pop up, making it look like a deer, but then the ears go away. And here we have a 300% zoom, slowed it down, and I guess a deer. Original on the left, Dave's recreation on the right. Can't tell much from the first video. Now this is 300% zoom, original on the left, Dave on the right.
The team officially calls it inconclusive, but you can feel their disappointment. In my opinion, they're being kind of bureaucratic when they clearly think it's legit Bigfoot. And yeah, I mean, the thermal evidence is pretty compelling. Human gear shows up, this thing doesn't. What's your take? Reddit user Salty just camping with friends, snapping normal group photos. Frankly, nothing unusual happening. Well, not until they check the pictures later. One shot stopped them cold. A ghostly face peering from behind a rock formation. Clear as day in the background where nobody should be. But here's what makes this seriously creepy. They posted a second photo taken just seconds apart. Same spot, same angle, but the figure? Completely gone. Anyone ever caught something random in their photos like this? I'd love to know. April 2011 in the Immerse Mountains, New Mexico. Kirk Brandenburg captures thermal footage with professional equipment that sparked years of debate. The analysis gets technical fast. Human comparison subject at 100 yards. But by using bark patterns, diagonal logs, and terrain analysis, they place the creature at least 150 yards away. Now, size is the big issue here. Being 50 yards further makes it appear smaller in thermal, meaning this thing is potentially massive compared to the human. But as the problem with most Bigfoot evidence, we have to make assumptions everywhere. Was the creature standing on something, elevated ground, rock formation? Without knowing exact conditions, height calculations become guesswork. The thermal signature itself is compelling. Clearly bipedal, clearly large, but how large remains the million-dollar question. Professional equipment and team, detailed analysis, compelling footage. But yet this is still no slam dunk. Anyhow, let me know your thoughts on this thermal evidence. Oklahoma woods, teenage boys, gas-filled bottle. Honestly, just typical teenager stuff if you ask me.
Is you putting it right in there in that corner?
Right in the center, see that?
Okay.
Hey, hold on for a second, put it in. Tell us all when you are.
Okay, you ready?
Is he gonna light the couch on fire?
No, it shoots up.
Okay, put it in. My phone's almost dead.
Okay.
Second's hot, perfect though. Hopefully I didn't loosen it too much. It'll take a minute. It'll start.
Fire better not go out. Me and Dax have burritos we need to cook.
Go out. Let's
No! Don't you dare do that. It's doing it that. It's not doing it right.
Suck, is it just leaking out the bottom?
Yeah.
Dang.
Damn it. It's hot enough to leak out the bottom?
It's not leaking out the bottom, is it?
The top, probably.
It's going. Got the
Oh, it
sleeves?
hasn't even blown up yet, has it?
No.
Did any of you guys throw anything else in there?
Watch.
Damn.
Come on, do it.
Hey, did any of you guys throw anything else in there?
Oh, there it goes.
It's gonna go.
Come on.
I just made this leak.
Come on.
Did you put the lid on it? Oh!
Yeah!
A tall grayish figure creeping through the woods like it's sneaking up on these boys. And the crazy part is that the boys didn't even see it. I kept waiting for one of them to say something. They only discovered this when reviewing the footage later. Now, in the comments, some people are debating about this being normal wildlife. No, it's moving upright, it's on two legs. It's not an animal. It's either something from another dimension or it's a human, which is also still scary because they don't know who it is. The hardcore believers are saying the dimensions look way off for a human. Too tall, too lean, moving with a ghostly quality. I'll kick this one to you guys. What do you think was silently watching these boys? A dude walking on the beach collecting shells caught this freaking thing. I mean, if this isn't an alien, like, what is it? Round mouth, ringed with tiny little tentacles. Just completely absurd looking. I can't imagine finding this on the beach. I mean, the comments went wild. Apparently, some marine experts were walking the beach and quickly killed the alien hype. They said that this is most likely just a common cuttlefish that washed ashore. And yes, they actually look like this. Terrifyingly tentacled mouth. I mean, I don't know. I think it's offensive to other fish to call that thing a fish, though. Father-son kayaking trip turns into real-life Jonah and the whale situation. Adrian Simancas is just paddling when a massive humpback whale surfaces to feed and boom, scoops him straight into his mouth. What in the absolute heck?
Hey, ya, vente. Tranquilo, agarra el bote, agárralo, tranquilo, agárralo, no te subas.
Imagine being in your kayak, and then imagine being inside of a whale. Pure nightmare fuel. And yes, Adrian escapes and lives to tell this incredible story.
Yo pensé que me había comido ya y que me había tragado, pero ya cuando salí entendí que claro, probablemente era por curiosidad que se había acercado la ballena o quizás como para comunicar algo.
Wildlife experts explain that humpback whales have very narrow throats, making it impossible for them to swallow large objects. Still, being temporarily whale food has to be the ultimate you won't believe what happened to me today story. If you have anything close to this, please drop it in the comments. This clip from Brazil's Pantanal wetlands, yeah, I'm just gonna put this right here and let you take a gander. Absolutely not. Wall-to-wall caimans everywhere. Oh, and the fisherman's reaction? Completely unfazed. Cruising through like it's no big deal. Surrounded by hundreds of predators. One wrong move and he's dinner. I mean, this guy's acting like he's commuting on the freeway. Ay, ay, ay. More power to him. A couple out fishing at a peaceful forest lake is just snapping some photos. The first photo comes out super weird looking, so she takes another shot just seconds later. But this one would be weirder than the first. In the second photo, a white figure appears in the background. Definitely not fully human looking, but here's the kicker, it is actually casting a clear reflection in the water. The couple swears they were completely alone, no other anglers, no hikers, nobody around for miles. Just them and whatever showed up in that second shot. Again, this is like the other clip, 2 photos taken seconds apart, first one shows nothing, second one reveals this mysterious presence. And let me break that down, if something was actually there, shouldn't it appear in both shots? Comments are saying malfunction, lens flare, blah blah blah. No, lens flares don't cast reflections in the water. And that reflection detail is crucial here. Fake images rarely include that level of physical interaction with the environment. That's my 2 cents. Let me have yours. What do you think appeared at that lake? Paranormal visitor, digital glitch, or something else entirely? YouTuber D from D's Dark Adventures was solo camping when curiosity got the better of her. She started hearing noises and figured she'd investigate. The old classic horror movie setup. While exploring the area thinking it's just normal wildlife, she accidentally captures something that'll give her nightmares. Check this out.
Oh my gosh. That trail. Okay, this is leading to the water too, I think. So I might... That trail. Okay, this is leading to the water too, I think. So I might go in here.
A black figure with a pale face lurking behind the bushes. Watch how quickly it vanishes the moment it realizes it's been spotted. And honestly, that's just the beginning. As her night continues, things get progressively more terrifying.
Let's go look. Hi. It's in here somewhere. What was that? What knock? My whole... Dude, I'm chilled to the bone. It's not cold.
Strange sounds echoing through the darkness, and these definitely aren't coming from any normal forest animals. And most people would have packed up and bolted, but not D. Despite the growing fear and mounting evidence that something is stalking her, she decides to stand her ground. You can hear the terror in her voice as more unexplained phenomena unfold around her, but she keeps the camera rolling, documenting every moment. A TikToker out with a family member just enjoying a peaceful night under the stars. Well, it should have been a peaceful evening. However, they spotted something weird in the woods behind their home.
Like hunkering down, do you see it? Look with your naked eye.
Like it's looking like it's leaning forward.
Yeah, and it's
like prey.
Like, you know, butt moving in the back. Butt moving in the back. See it? I don't want to do this anymore.
The video shows this unidentified creature just moving in ways that don't look natural for any regular animal. The comment section is going wild trying to figure out what they're looking at. Most are convinced it's some type of cryptid. or at least something undiscovered. The skeptics have a more grounded theory. They're saying that this could be an owl. Owls can rotate their heads up to 270 degrees. And yeah, that could explain this extreme neck movement. The debate really comes down to the footage, and it isn't clear enough. RMSO researchers take off to the Pacific Northwest, specifically Myers Flat Wilderness. Towering trees, fog-covered hills, and fresh Bigfoot sightings.
Wait, I think I see something moving.
The research team is there to follow recent reports through forgotten logging town remnants. Rusted equipment, moss-covered machinery. Kind of cool to see these things frozen in time. Their off-trail hiking reveals something strange. Large stick bundles, woven into tree crooks, almost stood up like teepees or some type of sleeping structure. The team stays cautious.
Not saying that's Bigfoot, but it's out of place. Out of place in a Bigfoot sighting area. There's some sticks that look like they were purposely gathered over there, too.
Those are big ones. And they're woven in and out of the tree.
I really don't like it when someone calls this pure evidence of Bigfoot activity. You know, I just call it a structure in a Bigfoot sighting area, and it's of interest unless you saw Bigfoot actually making the structure. Please don't make those kinds of comments.
Woods go silent, the air gets heavy. Then, noticeable rustling through the brush.
I heard something running around. I thought maybe we would see a deer by how big it was moving around. There's something moving back there. I wonder if I can get the camera on it.
The researcher zooms in with his camera, thinks he's captured something moving, but can't really tell what it is.
There's so much stuff between. The camera's probably going to focus on the foreground and not what's back in there.
Unfortunately, it's gone before getting clear footage. Some say they can see a Bigfoot, I cannot. Now, here's a fascinating theory from viewers. These tree structures aren't dwellings, but they're actually communication markers. The size and number of limbs represent the troop size, telling other Bigfoot families about local group strength. Very interesting. It's a brilliant territorial marking system if true. I mean, that would show us they're way more sophisticated than we ever thought. Anyhow, let me know if you think this investigation captured any credible evidence or if it's just more Sasquatch research frustration. Unbelievable video here as this whale breaches the water. I think this was taken down in the Chesapeake Bay right off of Virginia. I mean, what are the chances? I've been in boats like this and even out in the bay like that millions of times. I mean, it capsizes that boat, sends that guy right out of there. The guy in the forefront is like, no, we're out of here. Man, that is crazy. Never in all my years have I seen that down the bay.
I've never seen anything like that before in my whole life. I'm out of here.
If this guy forgot there are more things in the woods than just deer, he's about to find out. He spotted what he believes to be a Bigfoot inspecting the area. Look at this thing. He looks mighty confident moving through these woods.
What in the world is that thing?
We gotta slow it down. When we zoom in on the creature, it appears completely covered in brown hair, big, frightening body structure. And yeah, the way it moves shows it's totally comfortable in this environment. The creature eventually slinks off into the woods, but check this part out. Deep howls rip through the forest, almost like this creature was calling for someone or perhaps threatening this guy for entering his territory. The man waited for 20 minutes, which he said felt like 2 hours, but he had had enough and was going to get the heck out of there. He was not worried about hunting deer anymore. One day, some kids exploring the woods on a peaceful trail when it turned into pure terror.
Run, Liam! Run!
A massive figure emerges from the tree line and charges straight at them. No warning, no hesitation, just raw aggression heading their way.
Run, Liam! Run!
The footage captures genuine panic as the kids scatter. They're screaming, running for their lives. Whatever this thing is, it's huge, bipedal, and moving with serious intent. This is territorial defense mode, something protecting its space from perceived intruders. The kids made the right call running instead of trying to film closer. When something that size comes at you, the survival beats documentation every time. In Umatilla National Forest in Washington, a game trail camera with thermal imaging captures something bizarre. This unknown heat signature peeks over a log. Head comes up slow, then yanks it down fast. Pretty cautious behavior, something that doesn't want to be seen. Here's a piece of key evidence. The deer walks by 50 feet in front, and this gives a perfect size reference. You can see the deer's ears in thermal. Whatever's behind that log, way bigger. Different shape entirely. The camera owner says that the terrain drops considerably behind this log. There's plenty of space to conceal something massive. I have to admit, the peeking pattern has my attention. It feels deliberate, calculated, almost intelligence-gathering behavior, not random animal movement. Whatever it was observing the camera for about 2 minutes, which led me to believe that this is more genuine curiosity rather than just passing through the area. I don't know, what do you think it was watching from behind that log? This clip is great. Security footage captures a bear with the brilliant idea of raiding this kitchen for snacks. I mean, this guy is just casually wandering around checking out the space when things go sideways. A guy walks in to investigate the noise and comes face to face with this unexpected visitor. The bear gives him a little swipe and this dude loses it. Literally, I mean, he eats it. I actually think the guy's freak out and falling to the ground, tripping over that thing, I actually think it scared the bear. The bear retreats, thus de-escalating the situation. I mean, this guy was pretty unlucky to find a bear in this kitchen, but he was actually pretty lucky to escape a bear in the kitchen. The man escaped with only scratches and a good story to tell. He might have had to change his pants. But all of that beats being mauled to death. So, glad he made it out. Pretty terrifying scenario here. Yep, you got nothing but a big old stick and this apex predator is rushing you. We see 2 bears charge into this yard. And I know this person's life flashed before their eyes. One bear runs on by, the other beelines for this person and knocks them over. I mean, think about this. This is crazy. You're just in your backyard and next thing you know you're mounted by a big old bear. I don't really know what I'd do in that situation. I know they say to play dead, but my feeling in that situation is if I'm gonna play dead, I'm finna be dead. I don't think I can go out like that, just laying there taking it. But you tell me, what are you doing if they invade your backyard? You fighting? You flighting? Drop your survival strategies in the comments and let us know. A beautiful snowy mountain landscape turns terrifying when the camera pans and reveals something impossible standing amongst the trees. A large black hairy creature is standing upright in front of the snow-covered trees. The appearance matches Bigfoot descriptions perfectly. The cameraman's reaction is immediate panic as he starts running. You can feel his terror through the violently shaking footage as he flees the scene. Believers say that the snow provides perfect contrast against the dark figure, that there's no mistaking this for shadows or tree stumps with that clear bipedal stance. Winter Bigfoot sightings are rare but often more compelling. The harsh conditions usually mean that there are fewer hoaxers willing to do stuff like this, so potentially more authentic encounters. I think the panicked reaction really sells the authenticity here. Real fear is pretty hard to fake, but you never know. What do you guys think about this clip? A man is exploring the woods at dusk with his flashlight when something catches his attention from behind the bushes. Glowing eyes staring directly at him from the darkness. And yeah, what are those? All the commenters are right that yeah, this will definitely make your heart race. Many animals naturally reflect light from their eyes at night. Deer, raccoons, and large cats all do this in forest environments, so it's not uncommon, but the question here is, what's actually watching this guy from the shadows? The positioning and the size of these eyes suggests something larger than typical wildlife. And the one thing is, the way these eyes remain perfectly still while looking, I mean, that's particularly unsettling. I mean, most animals would flee, or at least show some type of movement when they see a human. Do we think he was trying to blend in? Is this just a normal nocturnal creature, or is there something lurking in these woods? Man, this is creepy. A man finds himself lost in the woods when he stumbles upon something straight out of a horror story. A mysterious hut crudely made from dead branches and leaves. At the entrance is an eerie collection of items that would make anyone's skin crawl. Bird bones, stones, dead flowers, skulls, and makeshift crosses crafted from tree branches are scattered all around. The scene looks like something from the Blair Witch Project as he films this curious structure. All of a sudden, he catches something out of the corner of his eye. A silhouette moving swiftly toward the tree line, trying to get out of view. It's a woman, seemingly in a dress, sprinting to get out of sight. I can't lie, this part freaked me out. Like, is this a real-life witch? Is someone playing a prank? Like, what's going on out here? This structure and the items that they found in it could definitely lead to witchcraft theories. Some commenters say that this is most likely just a family that has sought solitude in the woods. I guess that could be, but I'm leaning more towards a witch or some type of ritualistic thing that I don't want to be a part of. A woman films from her house nestled in the woods when she spots something lurking through her trees. A humanoid silhouette that keeps peeking out from behind a tree. She watches and waits. For a brief moment, she captures what appears to be the creature's head on camera. The features are obscured but distinctly human-like in appearance. I mean, she's freaked out, like, who is this person in her backyard? Or what is this thing in her backyard? She sends her husband and their dog to investigate the mysterious person.
Now, there is somebody over there.
I'll go check.
Hiding by our tree.
She continues to film and they get to the exact spot where the figure was seen and nothing's there. I mean, what in the world? I have to agree with the lady, there's something there. I know her husband probably thinks she's crazy, but the fact that it was actively hiding and peeking in and out behind this tree in their backyard, I mean, that's particularly disturbing. I remember when this clip came out and I thought it was just great. I mean, you can tell this old timer, he doesn't have any time for these alligators to be coming up on his property. I mean, this guy heads down there with nothing more than a frying pan. And I'll be damned. This old dinosaur crawls back into the water. Man, oh man. I mean, it's definitely impressive to see somebody deter one of these alligators like this, but this is incredibly risky. I suggest you at least bring 2 frying pans. In the Grand River area in northeast Ohio, a YouTube video claims to show a large dark creature running across a forest path holding a long stick. The 38-second clip went viral, nearly 4 million views before mysteriously being taken down. Now, only the still image remains. Posted by How To 101 channel, described as a channel that's looking for UFOs, Bigfoot, paranormal activity. Doesn't exactly make it scientific, but The footage showed a bipedal creature crossing the road left to right, and Ohio's had dozens of Bigfoot sightings recently, so this still image might be legit. Now, the takedown raises red flags. Genuine evidence usually stays up for analysis. Pulled videos often hide manipulation or staged content. We see the dark figure in the still image, however, these are easier to fake. Frankly, the missing footage makes verification impossible, but the picture does show something. Viral security footage showing what appears to be a creature transforming from canine to human form. They're calling this potential Nagwal shapeshifting, the Mesoamerican equivalent of skinwalkers. While skinwalkers are purely malevolent, Naguales can be good or evil according to tradition. The footage shows a four-legged creature approaching, then seemingly morphing into bipedal human form. This is happening real time on a security camera. The key difference from skinwalkers is that Naguales are shamanic shapeshifters, not necessarily dark sorcery, part of legitimate spiritual tradition rather than forbidden practice. Neither of which are really in my wheelhouse, so I'll defer to the experts. Now, of course, the video quality makes analysis difficult, so in my opinion, this could literally be anything. A hoax, a camera glitch, it could just be a dude walking down the street. Regardless, it's a pretty cool video because it looks kinda like what they're describing. A dog morphing into a human. 1966 in Ireland, Easter Rising commemoration at a local cemetery paying respects to Irish freedom fighters caught something very odd. Was a normal scene until someone spotted something crazy in the background. A humanoid figure with extremely long limbs moving at incredible speed. I mean, this thing looks like it's barely touching the ground. The movement is fluid, it's a little unnatural, but it kind of looks like it's floating through a cemetery. Makes sense. Location and timing matter. Some are saying that this is a banshee, and apparently cemeteries are prime banshee territory, especially in Celtic folklore. These death spirits are drawn to burial grounds and associated with tragedy. And no, it doesn't match the typical pale woman in white description, but banshees take various forms. Now, some are saying that this was taken in 1966 and that rules out modern CGI manipulation, and that it had to be captured on genuine period film, but there's just something about it. It almost looks to me like one of those videos that was older, but you can add color to it. I don't know, there just feels like there's something off with it. You guys will know what I'm talking about. Let me know in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. I think you will. Jim Burrell has been hunting Bigfoot for years on his YouTube channel. Out of the 4 videos he's uploaded, all feature his personal sightings. But one video stands out from May 4th, 2023. Jim was exploring Crown's Pass when he noticed someone quite close to his location. Knowing there was a good chance it could be Bigfoot, he immediately started recording. What he captured has divided viewers ever since. The footage shows what appears to be a scary face staring directly at him from the wilderness. Even the skeptics, I mean, they can't deny that there's definitely something there watching him. More to be revealed on what it is. Now, not everyone believes Jim's encounter is genuine. But the behavior in this footage is pretty unsettling. The head of the creature seems to be tracking Jim's movement, suggesting that this isn't some run-of-the-mill animal you'd find in the woods. Not everyone believes Jim's encounter is genuine, but Jim's been consistent with his Bigfoot research over the years. 4 encounters, 4 videos, all from the same dedicated person. The Crown's Pass location adds a little bit of credibility since it's known for cryptid activity and unexplained sightings in that area. But I'll kick this one to you. What's your take on Jim's footage? Genuine Sasquatch? Hoax? Let me know your analysis.
What? What the heck? Dude, I don't. What? I'm not seeing it.
While playing in the snow near the edge of the woods, 2 kids and their parents spotted a tall, dark figure moving through the distant trees. It caught their attention. I mean, it was walking upright and seemed way too large to be human. The children froze, pointing as the mysterious figure disappeared into the forest.
Where'd it go? I bet it's just some animal. Where is it though? I think it went into the woods. No way. Maybe it's just an animal. It went into the woods?
Everyone was pretty much baffled by what they had just witnessed. I love these family sightings because I feel like they carry a little extra weight, you know, multiple witnesses corroborating the same encounter. Of course they could all be in on it, yeah. So what do we think about this encounter? And also, I'd love to know your take on family Bigfoot encounters. Does more people make it more credible? I'm leaning towards yes, but love to know your thoughts. In March, a hiker embarked on an expedition in the woods of the Czech Republic, and what he encountered would forever disrupt his life. As the hiker traversed through the forest, he suddenly heard strange sounds coming from the south. Intrigued, and somewhat unnerved, he began recording these eerie noises. The sounds resembled a woman's cry for help, completely startling the guy and making him feel obligated to investigate more. He pressed on through the dense forest, but eventually he stumbled upon a set of strange footprints. These footprints appeared to belong to a massive humanoid creature. This did nothing to settle his growing apprehension. Despite his unease, he kept going. And as he continued on, he could still hear the chilling cries. However, this time they were much closer. Fearing for his safety, the hiker said, "You know what, I'm getting the heck out of Dodge." He sprinted back to his car as the unsettling sounds drew even closer to him as he was going further away. What's that all about? When he got back to his car, he vowed never to return to that forest again. The mystery surrounding these terrifying noises still haunts him. He has no answers. Do you? In this clip, two guys in military garb are guarding a large water area when everything hits the fan. Out of nowhere, a creature suddenly jumps at one of the guards and drags him into the water. The other guard tries to help his buddy, but the creature is way too strong for him to handle. It looks like he sprints for backup rather than become another victim. Something huge flies inside the area. You can hardly see it. I guess that could be the creature or maybe the guy that got dragged into the water being thrown out. It's pretty chaotic. Towards the end of the clip, something really strange happens. A tall person in a dark robe-like outfit calmly walks out of the place, pulling up their hood and just carrying on. The figure seems completely unfazed by this. I mean, goodness, what is happening here? Is this some kind of military training exercise gone wrong, or is this something legit supernatural? I find this so bizarre, so if anyone has any information, fill me in. In the summer of 2004, a couple camping deep in the woods were startled when a towering ape-like figure briefly emerged from the trees. Fumbling with their old camcorder, they managed to capture a few seconds of grainy footage showing the creature striding through the forest before disappearing into the shadows. It certainly appears to be some type of creature. One convincing aspect of this is the couple's genuine surprise reaction as they are scrambling to get the camera working. It was taken in 2004, so I mean, it makes fakery much more difficult. But again, we don't have all the answers, which means I'm definitely kicking this one to you guys for your theories. If you live in the wilderness of Canada, you know all about massive bears. But after seeing this video, I'm not convinced that simply locking your doors is enough. Meet Spider Bear. We're introduced to him as he is scaling this house like a spider, attempting to gain entry through the second floor window. And while we all know that bears can climb, I am absolutely blown away at how he can cling to this wall. And I'll be damned, after a little bit of a struggle, he manages to enter through the window. He even exits and re-enters shortly afterward. The neighbors who recorded this said that they're worried about their house. Well, I hope you knew that no one was home at that house before you started recording and not notifying the people that live there. I don't know, I don't want to jump to any conclusions, but I would have appreciated you using that phone to call me versus recording the bear going into my home. Maybe they already did that. In 2023, Finnish streamer Mani RS was doing a live cyclothon challenge on Twitch when he unwittingly captured something chilling that sent shivers down viewers' spines. He ventured off into the woods, deeper than he had planned.
Kuka siellä on?
During his stream when an unexplained presence made itself known. We can see as a dark figure passes by in the background. Mani calls out, "Who's there?" Of course, no one answers.
Kuka siellä on? Mä näen sut.
But this wasn't the end for Mani because later that same night, something similar happened again.
What?
You don't see that one.
I saw that too fucking close.
And even though it's not very clear, you can hear him getting scared of something and he tries to kind of hide from whatever he's seeing in the woods. At the time of this, there wasn't much closure, so given the isolated location, viewers were quickly chiming in with their theories about the figure in the video. A lot of Cryptid fans wondered if this could be a Bigfoot encounter because these woods definitely looked like they could house some. But it also raised a more unsettling idea, and I often think about this in other videos. What if it's an actual another person? Like, what if someone might have been stalking him, waiting for him to fall asleep? I go back and forth, but I'm not sure which one is scarier, running into Bigfoot or the whole scene is pretty intense, and I can't even imagine what it felt like watching this live on Twitch. But for now, let me know your take. Bigfoot, stalker, hit me with your theories. This clip, recorded by a security camera in a hen coop, shows a man coming to feed his chickens. Out of nowhere, a sly fox appears and attacks one of the chickens, feathers flying in everywhere, complete chaos. Soon enough, something incredible happens. Just as quickly as a fox flew in there, a ninja rooster came flying in to protect the white chicken. I mean, this rooster looks like he took offense to that. After scaring the fox off, the man checked on the attacked chicken and was grateful to see that it was perfectly fine, minus a few feathers, but no biggie. Man, I had no idea roosters were so protective. I love stories like that. Drop your favorite in the comments if you have some, I'll look them up. A still image shows a large, upright figure looking like Bigfoot, partially blocked by trees near a mountain in Maine. Captured in 2013, the grainy frame reveals a dark, hairy silhouette hiding behind a tree. The footage shows the same figure walking through the forest with a deliberate gait that doesn't match typical human movement patterns. Speaking of typical human movement patterns, my God, hold the camera still. I'm gonna throw up. Mount Katahdin's remote wilderness has a history of unexplained sightings. Many are saying that the 2013 timestamp predates advanced digital manipulation tools, so this is legit. I don't know about all that, but what kind of makes this compelling to me is that it looks to be moving pretty naturally. The creature appears to be unaware of being filmed. Recent security footage captured a bear in a family's yard investigating a bird feeder. Well, while Mr. Bear was busy checking out the bird feeder, the neighbor's dog Riley spotted the intruder and immediately sprung into action. Riley took off and hit it straight on. I mean, you could tell the bear was completely unprepared for this attack. It was completely shocked and honestly left with no option but to run away from Riley. The video was later uploaded and homeowners in the neighborhood dubbed Riley the ultimate neighborhood hero. This bear seemed pretty docile. I often wonder if they know that one swipe from one of their big old bear paws would pretty much put any animal in its place. Not that I want to see that happen to any animal, especially a dog, but you can tell these bears, they don't know their own strength. A man hiking through dense woods near Vancouver spotted and recorded a large bipedal figure moving through tall foliage in the late morning light. The creature, covered in dark hair, walked with a heavy, purposeful stride. It appeared briefly between trees before vanishing into the underbrush. The shaky footage captures just a few seconds, but the figure's size and movement sparked intense debate among Bigfoot researchers and skeptics alike. Vancouver's surrounding wilderness provides ideal habitat for large unknown creatures to remain hidden. That's a fact. That definitely makes this more plausible. The brief nature of the sighting is typical of Bigfoot encounters. Just enough to raise questions, but not enough for definitive identification. What makes this footage interesting, though, is this creature's confident movement through difficult terrain. That could suggest he's familiar with his environment. Doesn't make him a Sasquatch, but doesn't hurt his case, I can tell you that. Have you guys seen these before? They are hysterical. The only thing is that I wish I'd come up with this. How did I not? Anyhow, I hope they don't get taken down, but the first two are from Bigfoot_Sasquatch, and the last two are from Bigfoot Vlog on Instagram. Both of these are Instagram channels.
Got the little bastard. Screamed like a banshee, kicked like a toddler on Red Bull. But I win. Every time. Today, we're cooking some real feral shit. I found a fat, pissed off warthog sniffing around my berry stash. Come here, you screaming bacon rocket. I'm gonna turn you into a forest feast.
All right, time to season this hog like it owes me rent. First up, mud garlic. Found it behind a rock. Might be toxic. Adds flavor. Next, forest herbs. Probably not poison. Smell like foot and regret. Perfect. People ask me, Bigfoot, why don't you go vegan? And I tell them, because vegetables don't scream when you catch them. Look at that. Crispy outside, juicy inside, slightly haunted. That's how you cook a warthog in the goddamn wild. Holy fuck, that's good. Tastes like pork, rage, and adrenaline.
Oh, that's the ticket. Nature's shower. No soap needed.
Still got it. Didn't tell any. That one's for the cousins up north. Shh, robins. New this week. Don't knock it. Birch bark's full of flavor and fiber. Storm's coming fast. If I were you, I'd head for that overhang near the ridge. Rain out here bites colder than it looks. I'm reading a book on anti-gravity. It's impossible to put down. A good stick will carry your weight and your wisdom.
Bugs hate this stuff. It smells awful, but I already do.
Today we're building a fish trap, old school style. No net, no bait shop, just sticks and stubbornness.
Willow bends without breaking. Perfect for weaving a trap that won't quit.
Weaving tight, no room for slippery fish to wriggle out. Wide to narrow. Once they swim in, they're not swimming back.
Set low, just enough current. Now we wait and hope the fish are hungry.
Success. Fish tacos tonight if I had tacos. Caught fair and square, just using my wits and some sticks.
Gotta clean them fast. Bears love a free lunch.
Tools this simple, results this tasty. Now that's forest engineering.
Clips coming straight out of Brazil show some boys playing near a little dock when something big starts sneaking up on them. As the boy with the camera tries to get a closer look, he freaks out and runs away. Nobody's sure what this creature is. The person who posted the video claims it's a goblin. What do you guys think? I mean, it seems to fit the bill, and no offense to anyone, but stuff coming out of Brazil freaks me out, like on an extra level. Maybe it's the rainforest, maybe it's the big old snakes, I don't know. So when you say goblin and Brazil in the same sentence, yeah, I can buy it. Let's stay in Brazil as we have this viral footage that shows two strange figures on a hill. Yeah, those are huge. The New York Post reported that these beings are said to be 10 feet tall and were spotted off Ilha do Mel, an island off southeast Brazil. Lord, now we got 10-foot tall beings, Brazil, an island off Brazil. I mean, take this to the bank. Now, viewers were definitely amazed at how fast these creatures could move down the hill. But the part that was even more telling is when locals chimed in. They say that this hill is extremely hard to get up, that there are these little prickly branches lining the entire way up. So a few things. It's not worth making the trek up just for a hoax. Whatever is up there is gigantic, moving pretty quickly, and moving amongst these prickly bushes. So you guys take that for what it's worth, but I'm not booking a trip to Brazil anytime soon, even though I heard the beaches are pretty nice. Let me know if you can confirm that.
Oh, dog.
Yeah, so tell me again how you're going to get away from a bear? Right. I'll totally get away from a bear. No, buddy. You will not. Clint Richens documented juvenile Sasquatch tracks found August 22nd of 2015 near Chalk Creek. He was again hunting elk about a quarter-mile away from South Peaks Ranch fence line.
These are Bigfoot prints. There's one there, and there's one here. It's in a line. And there's another one there. Another one there. Another one there. Another one there. A step there. And then there.
These tracks are arranged in a line like a Sasquatch walks and are 2 inches deep. Clint's boots didn't even break the surface, showing the significant weight difference needed to create such impressions. And if you're curious, this location is about 3/4 of a mile from where they had one growl at them back in 2004. BFR researcher actually noticed a toenail mark on the right foot just before the film ends. He also observed how far apart the tracks were compared to his own strides. Because if 6'4" and 220 doesn't leave an impression, I mean, how much bigger are these things gonna get? In 2021, YouTube user Carrie E shared a chilling incident caught by her Wyze security camera. The footage, captured late at night inside their home, seemed perfectly ordinary at first glance. Out of nowhere, the camera detects movement, activating motion sensors.
It didn't even pick up that motion.
A shadowy figure silently passes through the room, its shape clear but origin completely unknown. The homeowner, understandably rattled, searched the premises immediately, but found absolutely nothing. Viewers have speculated wildly. Skeptics argue it's just a camera glitch, a play of shadows on the wall, perhaps faulty tech. Paranormal enthusiasts, however, they're not buying that. They're suggesting something far darker, a ghostly visitor wandering through the home uninvited. Interestingly, shadow people sightings often coincide with episodes of sleep paralysis or strong feelings of dread, the latter of which Carrie had been experiencing for roughly 2 weeks. She just felt like something bad was going to happen. That aside, what do you think was captured in the footage? I mean, that looks pretty nuts to me. That thing just darted across the room, man. I do not like that. Let me know your thoughts. 2 elk hunters and a bipedal creature startled each other as they came face to face at Chalk Creek near Thousand Peaks Ranch in October of 2004. One of the hunters was Clint Richin, a licensed hunting guide and wildlife artist. They were deep in the canyon hunting elk when darkness approached, so they started heading out uphill through a draw. Coming over the top of a hill, they came face to face with what looked like a large black Bigfoot. The creature appeared just as surprised as they were, only 30 feet away. It ran into a small stand of pine trees and let out a woof type noise. One hunter yelled, "What the heck was that?" and chambered a shell in his gun. The creature then let out a low guttural growl and they could hear its teeth chatter. Clint was overcome by a sense of evil and fear during the encounter. They were so close they knew for certain that it wasn't a bear or a moose. Bears don't move that fast on hind legs. Clint actually compared the growl to a leopard he used to feed at Lagoon Amusement Park when he worked there as a kid. In all his years in the hills, he'd never seen or heard anything like it before. BFRO investigator Todd Strong interviewed Clint and found him credible. The creature was estimated at 9 feet tall with jet black hair. They could only see from the hips up due to the terrain. The area around Thousand Peaks Ranch is Utah's largest privately owned ranch at 60,000 acres and serves as a gateway to the Uinta Mountains, a Bigfoot sighting hotspot. So, credible witness testimony or mistaken identity? You be the judge. What if a camera captured something lurking in your backyard? Something that's not supposed to be there? Several years ago, Reddit user Adjacent Gunman shared a disturbing image captured by a trail cam near his isolated cabin in West Virginia's Appalachian Mountains. This area is so remote that it sees few visitors beyond his family itself. The trail camera's night vision footage reveals a shadowy figure standing eerily still in the yard, 2 glowing eyes staring directly into the lens. According to the Redditor, the figure's towering height was measured at approximately 8 feet, based on its eyes aligning with the cabin beam. Debate erupted among viewers attempting to identify the figure. Some claim it's simply an optical illusion or an unknown animal, despite bears being absent from the region for nearly 20 years. Others theorize this could be a sighting of a mysterious Appalachian entity known as the Flatwoods Monster. This guy is known for its glowing eyes and tall humanoid appearance. So I ask, what do you think is behind this chilling image? What if a birthday became unforgettable for all the wrong reasons? In 2020, Reddit user Hello I'm Ronnie experienced something bizarre on their birthday. While chatting with his brother around 6:30 p.m. and strolling through his parents' yard, Ronnie noticed an unusual figure pacing nervously near the wooded area at the end of the driveway. The figure initially seemed distracted, pacing with its back turned, but suddenly spun around, directly facing Ronnie. Caught off guard and alarmed by this strange behavior, Ronnie snapped 2 unsettling photos. The second picture captured the figure staring straight into the camera, intensifying the eerie encounter. Feeling an overwhelming sense of unease, Ronnie quickly retreated indoors, locking doors and windows, unsure if the figure was still lingering outside. He offered the photos up to the community, and they all had various theories. Some of those were that it's just a person behaving oddly, a cryptid sighting. Others said it could just actually be a ghostly apparition. Notably, sightings like these sometimes correlate with legends of shadow walkers. figures rumored to mimic human behavior but emit unsettling energy. So what do you think Ronnie's pictures captured? Hello everyone, my name is Lucas, I'm 15 years old and I live in rural Pennsylvania, and this is my sighting/encounter. A few days ago, my best friend Gavin, also 15, and I were out walking in the forest, with no real end goal. We weren't doing anything out of the ordinary, just talking and enjoying nature like usual. That's when we noticed it. A smell. It hit us all of a sudden like a truck. Naturally, we thought maybe we'd just find a decomposing deer, or maybe a skunk had even sprayed somewhere nearby. I pulled out my phone, figuring if we saw anything gross, I'd snap a pic in case we found something weird to show my Discord friend who's into that kind of stuff. But then the weirdest part. I got this intense feeling that we were being watched. I know that sounds cliche, but I swear it was like something was watching us. We kept walking, and that's when I saw something through the trees. I zoomed in fully with my phone camera and snapped a picture. What I saw shocked me to the core. It looked like some kind of ape, but of course no ape would ever be in a Pennsylvania forest. It crouched low like it had been hiding, and it was staring right at me. Quickly after I snapped the picture, it stood up from its semi-crouching position. It did not have the same frame as an ape. It was much more humanoid. It was hard to gauge the size given the distance, but it appeared very large. I quickly switched to video mode as it turned and walked away, back into the deeper woods. I was lucky that I was able to catch that short video, also fully zoomed in, of the creature moving back into the forest. Gavin and I just stood there, frozen. We didn't speak for what felt like forever. We were just left there speechless. I didn't even think about chasing it. I was too stunned. Since then, I've watched the video and stared at the photo over and over. I've asked friends, family members, etc., and no one seems to have a reasonable explanation. I keep trying to convince myself it was a bear or maybe even a homeless person, but nothing really fits. I really think we saw a Sasquatch. That's why I made this account. I feel like I have to keep digging. You don't just stumble on something like that and go back to living life like nothing happened. I'd love to hear what you all think. Was it Bigfoot, Dogman, Skinwalker? I'm open to theories and I'll answer any questions you have about the photo and or the video. I don't know what Lucas captured here or if there's any funny business going on with this post, but he should have done a little research about Reddit threads, because he gets absolutely decimated in the comments. I mean, people are just killing him over this. What do you guys think Lucas captured here? Something legit, or did he just learn the hard way that Bigfoot enthusiasts don't play? Reddit user ThrowUpSuff shared some unsettling home security images. His grandfather receives regular care from a nurse, and their living room camera takes still photos whenever it senses movement. Pretty standard. Typical photos look like ordinary scenes, the nurse moving around at 10 a.m. or Granddad shuffling in his recliner. But one particular morning at 1:23 a.m., something bizarre appeared. The photo showed a solid black figure in the center of the room, roughly resembling a head and torso. Unlike clear images of the nurse or other occupants, this mysterious figure seemed completely devoid of detailed features. Making it even stranger, just 7 minutes later, another image showed the room empty with Grandpa nowhere in sight. And listen to this, another odd detail. There was a red cup on Granddad's table that inexplicably vanished in the photo with the black figure, but returned by the morning. The Reddit community immediately divided into camps. Some are convinced it's evidence of a shadow entity or ghost. Others are saying camera malfunction or that this guy manipulated the images. Skeptics argue that without further proof or professional evaluation, jumping to supernatural conclusions might be premature. Blah, blah, blah. Maybe so, but the timing and the missing objects, yeah, those add compelling elements to this mystery. Attorney Daniel Sheehan shared startling information about a crashed UFO recovered by the US military that allegedly distorted space-time and was bigger on the inside than the outside. Sheehan, who's been assisting whistleblowers like former Air Force intelligence officer David Grush, claims a whistleblower disclosed details of a program involving crashed non-human spacecraft. According to him, the whistleblower described a 30-foot saucer partially embedded in Earth that exhibited extraordinary properties. The secret recovery team tried pulling it out using a bulldozer, but found that it detached in pie-slice shapes. When a team member entered the saucer, they discovered it was as large as a football stadium inside, causing disorientation and nausea. Despite the exterior diameter only being 30 feet, the interior was massive. Sheehan stated that there were instances of time distortion and space distortion associated with the craft. While physicists have proposed warping space-time for advanced propulsion, he refrained from providing location, date, or evidence. Skeptics dismiss these stories as tall tales, citing lack of concrete documentation and photographs. However, lest they forget, Sheehan has been involved in high-profile cases like the Pentagon Papers and Watergate. A guy quoted as saying, "He's not just some Looney Tune." Grush claims to have provided over 100 classified documents to the Defense Department Inspector General, alleging concealment of information from Congress about government possession of multiple crashed non-human aircraft. Well, I'm sure they hopped right on that, right? No. The Department of Defense states it hasn't discovered verifiable information supporting these claims. But some senior intelligence officials vouch for this whistleblower's credibility. So what do we think? Government cover-up? Elaborate fiction? Maybe the truth falls somewhere in the middle? I posted a clip very similar to this in another video. I'll let it play and see if you can remember what people thought this was. For those of you that said Mothman, you are correct. That's what most people think these shadows are that are caught on camera like this. But for the sake of it, let's say you don't believe in Mothman. What do you think it is? I'm going to try to post this clip again. Unfortunately, it does have a high probability of being taken down, but I found the entire clip. It's freaking awesome. I want you guys to see it, so I'm posting it. And share it with a friend while it's still up.
He's fucking looking my way and pointing something. He fucking scared me.
No, he's not a Sasquatch, eh?
I don't know. Can't fucking tell with the camera. That's not what he thought.
Well, I don't see no moose down there.
But as it stood up and started to move, the more they watched it, it became clear that this figure was different. Even from that distance, this thing is massive. Much, much larger than any average person. I'm not sure what it is, but this is an intriguing clip. The terrain and the conditions made it hard to get close to or to even tell what they were looking at. But whatever it wasn't something they were prepared to find that day. This Trailcam image starts off like thousands of others do. 2 deer quietly standing in the foreground. But it's what's behind them that has caught everyone off guard. And you can put me squarely in that category. I mean, this thing, a strange figure further back in the frame. I mean, it almost looks like a child in a costume, but the longer you look, let's just say the less that theory holds up. The hands are massive, far too large for a child, and the proportions, they're all just off. Another weird part that a commenter mentioned is that if it were just a person, you'd expect the deer to react, but they don't. They're looking at him, they stay completely still, they're calm, almost unaware. That's kind of what has people speculating. Juvenile Sasquatch? Some type of other creature we don't even know about? Whatever it is, one thing's clear. I have a lot more questions.